Youth are getting a chance to train for the Olympic sport of cycling at the new Lexus Velodrome on the city's east side. The bicycle racing track sits on a 50-degree angle that makes it look like the cyclists are riding on the wall. It's one of only 3 indoor velodromes in the country. The Detroit Fitness Foundation operates the facility and is offering free cycling camps this summer for kids ages 3 to 18. Here to tell us more is the executive director of the foundation, Dale Hughes. He is joined by 2 competitive racers, brothers Jackson and Jimmy Capela. Welcome to American Black Journal, all of you.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hi.
So I love this this project. I don't live terribly far from there, and I can remember them putting this up, and I was thinking, gee, what is that going to be? It's a strange-looking structure, but the idea that there's a bicycle track inside makes it even more interesting.
It is. Everybody's wondering what that big white dome is right there
Yeah.
at Mac and I-75.
Right.
Well, inside we actually have 3 fields of play. We have a running track. We actually named it after Eddie Tolan, who won 2 gold medals in the 32 Olympic Games. We have a world-class cycling track, which is what Jimmy and Jackson race on. And we have a fitness studio.
And the idea that in the middle of a city like Detroit, you build a cycling track. I mean, some people might say, why would you do that? What's the interest level in the city over for
Well, actually,
like
Detroit's had a long history in the sport of velodrome racing. Olympia Stadium, when it was built in 1927, was architecturally designed for velodrome racing.
To be able to do that, right?
And 40,000 Detroiters went to the third event held at the Olympia in 1927. So we have had lots of winners from Detroit. 3 world champions, all women, were from Detroit. And we're looking for Jimmy and Jackson and other young men and young women that never seen a velodrome before, make it to the Olympic Games.
Yeah, yeah. So, guys, tell me how you got interested in racing.
Well, we got interested in the velodrome because of a lady called Yvonne Rucker. She came to one of our cycling club's meetings and told my mom about it, and our mom got us. And we first started off in the velodrome in Rochester Hills at Boomer Park. And then Dale wanted to build a velodrome in Detroit to attract more kids and more youth, or Detroit youth. And so racing was always fun. And when I first started out, I was racing against people my age, like I was racing against my brother and other people his age, around his age. But then as I got faster, I started moving up. So now I'm racing against grown men and grown women.
Wow.
And this year I'm taking my talents to the national tournament. It's in Trexlertown, Pennsylvania. And from there, I'll be racing people from all across the nation, from California, New York, Wisconsin.
Yeah, yeah. Talk about your interest in cycling. You guys were racing before you were at the velodrome, is that right? Or cycling before that?
A little on and off.
Yeah.
We would go road riding down to Bilal with my mom, and sometimes we'd go on group rides with other women. And then we started riding at the velodrome. It wasn't as serious for me at first. It was kind of a thing I was doing because my brother was doing it. But like this past summer, it was like actually starting to get fun. Yeah. And I was getting fast, and I started taking it more serious because this guy named Dejan, he kept on beating me. I was like, no.
I gotta get faster, right? Yeah. Which one of you is faster?
Well, I'm faster so far. And maybe that's because of my age, but I also have a lot of dedication, and I have a mentality to like put myself through critical situations. So like it could be where I just feel tired at practice, but I just know I just have to get faster to beat the other people around my age, and I have to push myself and fight through the pain. Yeah.
At Nationals, they actually race in different age groups.
Is that right?
There's 2 years difference from them. I think they've got a chance of being on the podium this year. And our goal is to have, by a year from now, to have the largest group of Detroit kids racing on the track more than anywhere in the country.
Right, right. The bikes that they're on are also quite different from you know, the bikes you see cycling up and down the DeQuinder Cut or other places in Detroit, right?
They're different than what people would see as call their normal 10-speed bicycle.
Yeah.
These bikes, the one that Jackson rides on is all carbon fiber.
So it's really light.
It's very light,
picked one of
14,
them up
15 pounds.
before the
is whole
show.
bike.
It's just it's like air.
It's light.
Yeah.
In fact, they're building them so light now that there's actually a requirement of minimum weight. They actually have to put weight onto the bikes, some of the bikes, because they're getting to hit the weight limit.
Wow.
But the bikes are unique. The first thing is people will notice is it has no brakes. It only has a single gear in the back instead of a whole lot of derailleur with a lot of gears.
Right.
And then your feet are clipped into the pedal, so you actually control your speed with your feet.
Yeah.
So you pedal hard to go fast, and you actually resist the pedals to slow down. You can't stop, and you don't want to stop because it's banked 50 degrees, and if you go too slow, you'll slip and slide down the track.
Tip over, it's like, so how do you stop then? You get off the track?
You really don't stop, you slow down.
Yeah.
So you can control your speed.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. How, was it tough to learn how to ride at the angle and things like that?
At first, you would think it's tough, but really, once you try it out, it's really not that tough because all you're really doing is just riding a bike. And then this track, it's like you're going faster on the track than you're going out on the street because it's more space and you can just keep going forward instead of having to make a sharp turn or anything like that. And then stopping yourself is not really that hard. You're just really just slowing down and not using energy at all. And then once you're going slow enough, you can take it off of the 50-degree banking, like Dale said.
Get down on the...
And get down on the apron or like the blue or yellow path, which is more flat, and that allows you to go as slow as possible.
Yeah.
For those who follow NASCAR racing, our track in Detroit is like the Bristol track.
Okay.
A small, tight track that is very fun to watch. So I encourage everybody out there that has never seen Velodrome racing to stop by the Lexus Velodrome. They'll have a great time.
Yeah.
And we've got great programs because we've got
I was going to say, this program this summer,
we have a
kids,
summer camp program, 8 weeks. For 3 to 6-year-olds, we're going to teach kids how to ride a bike. Then we have it for 6 to 17-year-olds that will get them on the track itself. We think there's a lot of future Olympians here, and we're going to find them.
Yeah, yeah. Talk about the bikes. I want to hear you talk about the bike and how fast it can go because it's so light.
It depends. Like, since it's 50 degrees, you could just drop straight down to get some more gravity and force and acceleration going. And I think I would like to say my max, or at least I think I can go 35 miles an hour maybe.
Really?
But some other people go over 40 miles an hour.
Wow, that is something. That's got to feel really great too.
I think the average person out there riding their bike like on the DeQuinder Cut is probably doing about 10 miles an hour.
I was going to say 10 to 15 miles an hour is your average sort of leisure cycling. I think some of the faster people get up to the low 20s, but that's an incredible speed. So very impressive.
They go fast. They're elbow to elbow.
Yeah, right.
It's very much like NASCAR racing, except you're much closer to the action as far as spectators go.
Sure.
And the guys and the gals that ride on it, it's a very fun sport to watch.
Yeah. Well, congratulations on the Velodrome and congratulations on all your hard work to be competitive racers. Thanks for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you.